We are all gifted. We are all given a gift by God. Maya Angelou fondly calls God all, A-L-L, because God is everywhere. He's all around us. He's all encompassing. So it's important for us to understand what our gift is. We nurture it, maybe even marinate with it for a bit, and then execute it. For 28 years, I've been a professional photographer. It's been my only job. Years ago, I was working for a Fortune 500 company as a senior photographer, and one day I just kind of felt something was missing, and I didn't quite know what it was. So I took a leap of faith, I quit my job, and joined the ranks of the unemployed. Now, I like to call this freelance or entrepreneur, but hey, I was my own boss, right? Now, after a couple of weeks of clarity, I realized I left a job with benefits. Benefits! I mean, I had sick time and a dental plan, a 401k. What was I thinking? Then it happened. I met two separate women at two separate times at two separate events. I felt this nudge, this force, telling me I'm supposed to photograph them. Now, put yourself in my place. Actually, better yet, put yourself in their place. A total stranger is walking up to you and saying, I'm supposed to photograph you. Now, how do you think that's going to go? Not so well. Stranger danger, right? Yeah. I went up to them. I said, I'm supposed to photograph you, handed them my card, and said, please, don't dismiss this. I didn't know at the time one was suffering from non-suicidal self-injury or cutting, and the other woman was suffering from a disorder called anorexia nervosa. Now, both of these women were sexually abused when they were younger, and both of these women felt a sense of control when they hurt themselves. The woman who cut explained this is the way she expressed herself, and sometimes when she cut, it helped her to feel alive. The woman who was struggling with anorexia told me every day she struggled to nourish her body. Now, neither one of these women had ever visually seen their pain, and neither one of these women thought that they were brave enough to be vulnerable to allow me to photograph them. This is when I began to understand my gift, my purpose. I mean, I didn't expect to see what I did that day. I mean, I'm human. I have no special powers. But when I had my camera in my hand, my brain took over and all I saw were objects and light. Somehow, my mind separated my heart and my emotions, and I was able to take captivating and healing images. Now, later on, when I came to my computer, like the next day after the photo shoots, I literally broke down and I cried. I cried. Months after the photo shoots, both women told me that they saw a different perspective of their diseases. They said they felt a sense of reconnection after seeing themselves in this vulnerable, raw configuration. I felt the nudge again, this time with Karen. She had been battling cancer for 13 years. She had a double mastectomy long before there was any type of reconstruction. Karen explained shamefully that she felt less of a woman because of it. Before Karen passed, she explained that she was grateful for the experience to shoot with me. She said she learned to love herself and get reacquainted with her body after all the years that had passed. I have photographed friends battling with cancer, people going through heartache, heartbreak, divorce. I have photographed friends in car accidents, burn victims, and even small children with medical conditions. The photo sessions help my subjects to move beyond what is seen, and they become empowered, connecting and reconnecting with themselves. And my biggest challenge came when I received a phone call from my sister. "I have cancer," she said. I remember listening to the surgeon in the waiting room. "We removed a 5-pound tumor, but the cancer has metastasized." I immediately asked my sister if I could document photographically what was happening to her. And she said yes. Clearly, my camera had become a shield, a barrier, helping me separate my emotions and my heart and allow me to use my mind actively and solely. See, I was with my sister for days that became months, and the shield that created disassembled. All this time I was helping people to reconnect to their bodies, their hearts, their minds, their souls with the help of therapeutic photography. I never imagined that capturing photographs of my sister would question myself, my courage, my strength, my own vulnerability, and most importantly, my faith in God. No, my sister never had a chance. You see, there were complications and allergies to medicines, and the chemo imprisoned her to her bed. But she never complained. She was a quiet warrior. She didn't want us to worry, so she never told us the severity of anything, especially the pain. The words, "hospice," and "there's nothing more we can do," echoed in the room one day. My sister found the strength to hold my mother as she broke the news. My sister wanted to go home, so we made arrangements at my parents' house, and I became her caretaker. Now, my sister was never alone. There were many sleepless nights. Emotions ran high. People, friends and family came and went, and we all prayed. We all prayed for a miracle. I saw my sister take her last breath as my mother held her hand. That was 7.5 months ago. So today, I've introduced you to some brave warriors who have decided to stand still and reveal their vulnerabilities. When you see a photograph of yourself, tell me, what do you see? Your insecurities? Your self-worth? Maybe your scars? Your addiction? Do you see the facade you want other people to see? Maybe someone hurt you, or you hurt yourself. Maybe you've been diagnosed with some type of medical condition. The very thing you may be running away from could possibly be the vehicle to positively affect the lives of others if you choose to confront it. Every person who's walked in front of my lens and I've had the privilege to shoot have all taught me the meaning of humanity, strength, and love. So today, I want to encourage you to pay attention and to look and listen and taste and touch what your gift from God is. Because your gift is a part of you. At times, it will be uncomfortable, and it will challenge you, and it will become a part of who you are. So as you go out and explore your gift, remember how much fun it is to color outside the lines. Thank you. Thank you.